Hi, welcome. This is going to be a love reading for following week, starting Monday the 17th. I just finished a daily reading and the sound didn't record. I was hoping that maybe it was just the computer and maybe it would work if I uploaded it, but it didn't, so maybe it's still helpful for you. And if any of the same cards come up, maybe I'll kind of talk about that, what things that we talked about in the last video that didn't work. So, but otherwise, I thought I'd just start fresh with a love reading, and it'll be for singles and couples. I'm going to pull the top card, and that will be for you, and also working for singles, and the bottom card will be for your significant other, maybe the person you're interested in, or if you're in a relationship. And so to start out with these energy cards, just to get a feeling for the energy or the area, focus, how that's coming through for you within love and emotions, whether it is more emotional or if you have a lot on your mind and just swords, thoughts, that kind of thing. So anyways, we just get started with Aries. So welcome, Aries. This is the Fool. And that works out for Aries because you are the first of the zodiac, and this is the first of the major arcana. So this is the very beginning, starting fresh, starting new with something, or wanting to start new with something, start over maybe, or just start completely new, fresh, nothing, new person, or just start new within your relationship. Just notice this is Uranus and Scorpio as well as Aquarius. So any of those signs speak to you. It's you, and you just being open and maybe doing some traveling, or or maybe going somewhere by the water, since we have Scorpio here, or by air, by plane. But so maybe traveling to see someone, if you're not with someone, or maybe you will meet someone abroad or something like that. I just noticed the eagle, which represents Scorpio there on the bag, and the triangle for air, which makes me think of this. My mom explained this in the other video, but my mom just came back from Ireland and she brought this over to me, and this is the Celtic triangle. And of course, in her very Aries way, she's an Aries, so that works. She printed off all the many interpretations of the Trinity knot for me to read, so I could appreciate it better. I guess there's like 5 pages here, which she's cute. This is just taking what you need, not anything more, anything less. Just being open and taking a chance maybe as well, on love or with someone you love. On the bottom is, that works because she was just traveling and came back. So it's also, the end and the beginning of a cycle. 0, it's a 0 point. And so, anyways, and on the bottom, which represents maybe your partner or the person you're interested in, or advice for meeting someone, your relationship is the 4 of Cups. So sometimes I feel like this represents not being interested, or uninterested, or bored, or something. So maybe you feel like you're bored in your relationship, or your partner's not showing enough interest or attention. This is Neptune in Cancer, or the 4th house. So this could be affecting your, 4th house being close relationships and stuff like that. So this could be affecting, maybe there's things going on within you, or within your partnership relationship that's affecting your love life. Cups being emotions. So we have air and water, a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions. This is also noticing the signs, noticing what's around you, not missing an opportunity, not missing out on something. If someone's making an offer, so sometimes being so focused on what it is that you are ever on your mind, maybe, and not noticing that there's been an emotional offer or something of an emotional gesture being made to you. So it's opening your eyes, taking off the blindfold and seeing things for what they are also. If that applies to you, if you're single or if you are in a relationship and you're not getting what you need, emotionally speaking, then taking off, the blindfold and that kind of thing so that you can pursue something like the Fool, pursue a path or a relationship or the kind of person that you really want or would really, speak to your soul, since the fourth house has to do with your soul, emotions, and can also be your IC. So maybe something having to do also with how your home life is affecting your career or something like that, or vice versa. But I think ultimately it's taking a chance on love, basically. 4 cups, maybe 4 days, or again, love. So getting a little dreamy at home, maybe. Getting a little bit lost in fantasy at home, or not necessarily home, but we're talking about the 4th house, but Neptune being that sort of out there energy and a little dreamy and fantastical, I guess, or just sort of, I think of fantasies and daydreaming and Cancer being the ruler of the 4th house, so that being home, about protection and safety and wanting to maybe get that in a relationship, looking for that in a relationship, someone who makes you feel protected and safe. So the Fool, looking outward, looking forward, going on a trip or a journey maybe, but it could just very literally mean looking forward, looking for someone that, speaks to your emotional side, your emotional needs, your wants, makes you feel safe, makes you, within love, within the relationship, not just on a physical safety level, but also emotionally speaking, like you can trust them and they make you feel safe and loved and all that. So moving on to, I did order another deck, and it was like 2 weeks ago now, and Amazon Prime, my ass. No, I don't know if there's something that happened, but so we're sticking with this, and this is the Erotic Tarot by Monera Erotic Tarot. So for Aries singles and couples, this is the 10 of Fire, Saturn and Sagittarius. So this looks like some sort of domestic abuse or situation. So maybe you feel, I don't want to say strangleholded or something, like in a relationship, like maybe you want someone who is strong and I'd say like a discipline maybe, or just like Saturn and Sagittarius, I mean, they're two opposites, and it makes me think of like a Saturn return. Saturn's been in Sagittarius for a while now, so if you don't know about that, but I feel like a lot of people do and are just kind of blaming their late 60s, late 30s or 30s, late 20s issues on Saturn return, but it is a real thing, and I feel like people with a lot of like condensed or close planets feel the shifts in the transits more so than maybe people have more of a spread out birth chart. I don't know if you were to look into that and see how that affects you, but and maybe Saturn is playing a role in your life. People were all like really worried for Sagittarius to go through their Saturn return because it's like I said, the opposite. Saturn being about discipline and structure and lessons and, taking the slow route and restrictions and getting rid of what's unnecessary. And Sagittarius is the opposite. It's about expansion and optimism and like higher thinking and learning and, no limits, kind of free spirit. Like, and Saturn's like, no, established roots. So, everyone, yeah, was saying that would be difficult, and I think I got the worst of it, to be honest, because I have Saturn at like 1 degree between Sagittarius and Scorpio. So between it's like going back and forth between Scorpio and Sagittarius, like I feel like everything should hit the fan because I have a stellium of planets there. So like between fourth house of home and just, roommates and losing my apartment was actually like when that all happened, and like it strips away what's not good for you. And then I moved into my house of creativity. And so, yeah, I'm glad Saturn return is moving on from me, but maybe it has a lot to do with your 10th house, like I said, and just finding that balance between work and home. And but by going by the pictures, if you are in some sort of situation that is, I don't know, not good for you, or some sort of, restrictive, or maybe even narcissistic, or any sort of relationship like that, knowing what's good for you, maybe getting out, getting free, like the Fool, moving forward. I mean, it can go both ways. And also with these general readings, always keep in mind that even with like the People card and the depictions on the card, it can go for both male or female. So just however it applies to you, always, use your own logic and intuition and discernment and all that. So on the bottom is, it's funny because, again, this is the I am energy in a way, although it's not the Magician, but it's water. It's the first. It's an initial. It's interesting because like first to 10, water and fire. Again, finding that balance. Fantasizing, like I said, Neptune, kind of tapping into both, your fantasy side and your passionate side, or something, like taking the reins, or maybe again going on a trip with your partner, or wanting to, or maybe meeting someone while on a trip by the water again, maybe dressing up, or again being like kind of in charge, like her uniform. And this card, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And even though this is Sagittarius, it could also apply to Aries and Leo. Always keep those things in mind. These are just like little guideposts of where it could be. She just looks like she has something, like she's just waiting for her time to, maybe dreaming of getting free if you're in a relationship and you don't like it, or dreaming of a relationship, maybe something that has to do with, again, 10 reduces down to 1, and that was also a theme in the last reading. Like 3 10s popped out, and those are tweener cards, so getting out of something, maybe the end of a cycle, about to start a new one with the Fool. And again, 4 of Cups, like not getting what you need, maybe in a relationship, or by being single and just kind of thinking about breaking free out of whatever situation you are in and going after what you want, I guess. Or, I didn't notice what he was doing here. So she looks like she's resisting, and he looks like he's, looks like a forced situation. So, stairwells, ships. Yeah, I don't know. However it applies to you. Water and fire, so finding that maybe bridge over the building. I don't know. I hope that was helpful, Aries. Not getting a whole lot. Maybe I'll pull one more for you because that's, I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of a weird reading, incomplete or something. So further clarity for Aries. Aries people, Aries sun, moon, rising, or Venus and Mars. This is the Queen of Air. So again, some more air, thinking about something, someone, what you're going to wear, maybe. Just giving someone a sneak preview, I think, of both, sort of like just exposing just a little bit. Or so, yeah, again, this can be Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. So, it says Libra. It's okay. Yeah, so just a lot of thought, a lot of water, a lot of emotion, the beginning of an emotional thing, getting free of something, I think, thinking about what you want, beginning something new, and then maybe getting ready and going out to find that next person you might date or something. Anyways, okay, so I hope this was helpful. Moving on to Taurus at 1629. Hi Taurus, welcome. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Mars, or Venus. Or if you're just interested in Taurus energy, Taurus people, or have a lot of planets in Taurus. Okay, this is the Three of Wands. Sun and Aries. I just came out of Aries. And so Aries being the beginning of something. And like I said, for Aries, this the first card is going to be for you, or if you're single, and your perspective and all that. And the second card on the bottom will be for your relationship or your partnership or the other in your life or whatever. So maybe Three of Wands, sending out a message, communication, maybe the third house of communication, Gemini. Or this is you. Three of Wands could be 3 people, 3 weeks. Anything that has like 3 in it. This is really like sending something out and just like waiting for a response. So, and since it is Wands, it can be any of the fire signs. So, but really I think it's about communication, communicating what you want in how you see yourself, maybe. But ideas, and on the bottom is the Fool. So that's 0. Again, like maybe traveling. Both can mean short distance trips and travel, and Uranus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Sun, moon, that midpoint I think of as well. Midpoint between, even this looks like the midpoint potentially between here and here. So maybe looking up your midpoint, and that's funny, I have my midpoint in the third house. And just seeing that combination, but maybe you think your partner is a fool, or maybe they want a fresh start with you, or someone does, or maybe someone's coming towards you, traveling towards you, and maybe they are Scorpio, Aquarius, or have some air energy, air and fire, just sort of, I feel like just fuels itself. It's a lot of like passionate talking that like sort of stimulates things. Maybe that's what you're looking for, or that's what you have. Let's see. Let me shuffle these for Taurus. Taurus people. This is the King of Water, Scorpio, or any of the water signs, Pisces or Cancer, and it could be male or female, but this is probably you. And I have absolutely no idea why this is supposed to be like romantic, or he just looks like he's posing for some like 80s picture, like portrait school photo or something like that. Maybe you're, this is probably just you. Let's see, this was on the bottom where it split. So 5 of air, Venus and Aquarius. She was just in a field and, letting the wind carry her thoughts, carry your thoughts across the field. 5, though, change. So maybe someone you know, or the person you're interested in, or your partner is changing their minds about something, how they look at love, or maybe they're opening up to love, or to love with you. This reminds me of Chloe. It's a fashion brand. I don't know why they've been coming up a lot lately. I just noticed there's like a hand coming out of nowhere and all these like cypress trees. Maybe she's in Greece somewhere, or like out in the field. Butterflies, and just feeling open and like sort of like wind, not just in your hair, but just, so maybe getting away. Venus and Aquarius, so really thinking outside the box and seeing something in a new light, maybe seeing love in a new light, the break of day, dawn or something. And here is Aries again, the Emperor, so maybe the 4th house, or this is the person you're interested in and you're dreaming about that person, or just taking some time by the water. He looks like a ghost, so maybe thinking about someone from the past. Both here she's alone and there's a hand reaching out though, and then here, there's this ghost and it looks like she's been left behind and survivor or something. I don't know. Aries, though, being fire, so another Aries, Sun and Aries. Aries could be any sort of, and again, another water sign, or air sign, so a lot of fire and air, and maybe just 2 people thinking about, or this could be, since this is you, maybe you're thinking about between two different girls or 2 different people, and they're different like attributes, they're different sides, they're different things that, or together, those things making up what it is that you feel you need or want or looking for. 4 or 5 makes 9, so let's hear some weird sounds outside. So maybe these numbers are important to you. 4th house or the 5th house. That's, your soul and your heart and really what makes you feel something, maybe for someone or someone else. And, or maybe, here, pull one more. Just feel like reminiscing or something. There's the Scorpio again, which came up with the Fool. So I just feel like they're on this like stone veranda overlooking like Death Valley, and she's dancing, flirting with Venus, Scorpio, Venus. Yeah, Venus in Aquarius. So also maybe looking up composite signs, but really I just feel like when I was describing this card before, I said something about like lace octopus tentacles. Really, that's like my translation of trim. So or like icicle. I think of icicle lighting, and anyways, this is love. So feeling pulled towards something mysterious, like rebirth or regeneration and mysteries of life. Maybe that is what you're interested in or someone else is interested in concerning you. Just be, I mean, Scorpio is about going to the depths of something, going where no one else is really willing to go because you can, and you can survive down there, and you can come back to the surface and, you know, regenerate and draw strength from where you've been. This is also 13, so again, some kind of, I always think of like battle between good and evil, or I can't really tell. They're dancing though, so dancing in the dark or dancing in the moonlight, dancing dancing through a situation, gaining your footing maybe. And another Mars in Aries. So, and this is like two ladies hanging out again. So, oh, I didn't see the people down there below before. I think they're making like a 70s like porno. I'm not sure. They're just maybe friends talking about love. I don't know. But Scorpio is about sex and death and regeneration and, you know, the sexy things and alluring, I think, mysteries. So maybe looking for that, wanting something like that. Or the second house, Mars, Aries, or a fire sign. 2, soulmates, maybe, partners. Maybe you're really looking for your soulmate. Maybe you're not trying to waste time, or just like looking out. And sometimes I think of it just communication as well, and we did get the 3 of Wands here, so there's like a progression going on, and communication, a lot of communication over maybe distance or something like that. Yeah, so I think it kind of advises to just make sure everyone's on the same page, and whatever, you know, going to the depths of who you are and how you feel and what you need in a relationship, maybe whether or not you're single or in a partnership, but really being able to talk and communicate that to someone else, what you're looking for, maybe in the future, or just within a relationship, what you need, I think, what brings you back to life, maybe someone bringing you back to life, you know, metaphorically speaking, someone helping you dance through a situation or something like that. So anyways, I hope that was helpful, Taurus. Now on to Gemini at 28:58. Hi Gemini, welcome. Let me just shuffle these cards really quickly. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Venus and Mars also. Always use your own logic, discernment, intuition when making decisions. The first card that pops out will be for you, and whether you're single or just your role in a relationship right now, and we're doing energy cards first, and then doing the erotic tarot cards. So showing you where your energy might be focused right now, and what that might mean for you, single or together. And the second card will be for maybe the person you're interested in, your partnership, or what you're looking for. So, Geminis this coming week. Geminis need to know. Where's energy focus for Gemini people? Gemini energy. Sun in Leo, 5 of Wands. So, show it to you. This is expression and self-expression and creativity and heart and, just passion, and it's wands. So, but it can be any fire sign, not just Leo. So, Aries or Sagittarius, and yeah, I think it's just about expressing who you are and how you feel. And on the bottom was the Tower. So, Capricorn, Scorpio, or Aries, Mars. And this is about something being cleared away, something that maybe no longer serves you or isn't the best for you, whether you agree or not. But it's something sudden, some sort of sudden change or shock. I mean, it could be very mundane. Like for me, the other day dropped my phone and completely cracked it. So that would be like a, malfunction, technical malfunction for me. But yeah, it can affect you in a lot of different ways, and from small to large scales. So let's pull another card. This could be your partnership, someone you're with, or a breakup, at home maybe, or within your creative partnership if you're single. But I forgot to take that out, but let's see. For Geminis, maybe you're thinking of breaking up with someone, or breaking up, maybe something's splitting you apart, or maybe you feel torn apart. Maybe your partner does. Falling for someone through maybe just going into seeing what's going on in your 5th house. Let's see, for Geminis, partnerships, Sun in Aries, 3 of Wands. So, I mean, that's 3rd house could be, which is Gemini. It is also speaking to communication. So communicating, maybe someone is communicating towards you, or you need someone to communicate within your relationship, waiting for some kind of response or information coming in from someone else, or some sort of travel, perhaps short distance travel. But again, Aries maybe, or another fire sign, Aries and Leo. So, Queen of Cups, Cancer throne is on the bottom. I wasn't going to go this far into it, but this is Jupiter and the moon. So again, maybe some sort of watery filter on things, whoever this is referring to. Yeah, expanding how you feel, expanding. Together these make 8, so maybe that's important to you. 8th house, partnerships. Really, this could be just wanting to protect your partnership as well. And justice was under that, Libra. Maybe you're feeling protective of someone, or someone is feeling protective of you. Just opening up, communicating about how you feel. Maybe that would be helpful regardless of whether you're with someone or not. Just, just being able to express what it is that you really want or are looking for. Maybe wanting them to reciprocate or feel the same, be able to understand where you're coming from, I think, as well. I think that's maybe a lot to do with it. Or maybe understand your form of expression, how you say things, the way that you talk and communicate and get your point across. I think of with the Three of Wands as well. Maybe understanding someone's creative side, seeing how that works. Maybe that's how someone else is towards you. Understanding someone's talents, skills, I think of also. Maybe that's a meeting point or something for you, like you're just able to get each other, and that's maybe also what you're looking for if you're single. But again, communication, fire, creativity, talking about creative ventures also I think of with the Three of Wands, King of Air, and the Emperor. So Gemini, that makes sense for you. This was on the bottom. We'll get to that. Oh, I have an itch. Maybe I can't really reach it. It's like that weird. Maybe it's someone, you have an itch for someone or something like that. You have an itch that just can't be scratched without someone else. This is the King of Air. So Aquarius, but it could also be another air sign. So Libra or Gemini, and that works for you. There's this like cracked eggs. Maybe someone, and we got Cancer before, so maybe coming out of your shell or thinking about how to like break open that shell of your own facade or someone else's. How to break the ice, I think of as well. Maybe just trying to think of a creative way or think outside the box of how you might break the ice, or observing something being broken open, observing something, maybe observing your partner or someone that you're looking at, break out of their shell. Maybe someone helps you break out of your shell. He's just like really entertained by this egg though, so I don't know. And then this card actually came up for Taurus maybe, or I think, so this is again maybe the fourth house, or dreaming about someone you used to know. I just thought of that song, Someone I Used to Know. Kind of the same colors too. But so these popped out together. So this is probably you, air and fire, Aries, Aquarius maybe, or just many of those. Maybe you have a lot of planets in those signs. I feel like he's on another dimension. He's actually this person, like watching her think about him, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe just thinking about each other, thinking about someone, thinking about what at their fiery side, or just again air and maybe the fourth house. So and then we got the first, which was first. I think of Cancer with this, because it's the first of the water signs, cardinal signs. So maybe again a lot of just daydreaming about someone. And maybe thinking about what the future could hold. This is you, and this is them. It's kind of like I feel like you're entertained maybe by her, like confused. I feel like she's confused, but over here she's not so confused. She's just chilling. She's by the water. She's having an okay time. Like she doesn't even need a bra. So maybe again it's like she. Can also be like an offer of love. It would be very beginning of a love story for you. Fire, air, and water. So a lot of maybe thinking about breaking open, breaking out of your shell. Yeah. Or watching someone break out of their shell or something like that. The first house, again, having to do with like your rising sign and how you're the filter that is put on you or that you take on, and everything else in your chart being sort of affected by that, I think sometimes. But water, air, and fire. So that actually came up in another, I don't know. But anyways, I hope that was helpful, Gemini. Now on to Cancer 4040. Okay. Welcome, Cancer. This is for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus for love. Always use your own logic, discernment, intuition in making decisions. I hope this helps or clarifies some things for you. Always be open to timing also for maybe this clarifies the past or past, passing, coming to be. But also I think of this as just a way for you to get ideas and, see if anything sparks your interest. But anyways, this is for Cancers, and Cancers, if you're interested in someone that is a Cancer. The first card that I'm going to pull from this energy deck, just to see where the energy is focused around whatever love questions you have. And the bottom, so that's going to be you, that first card that I pull, and the second card on the bottom will be for your relationships, so singles or relationship kind of thing, or you and your partner, you and what you're looking for, if that makes sense. So let's see, for Cancers, this is the Nine of Cups, Moon in Pisces. So this is kind of the wish card, like this is like Genie in the bottle. Genie in the, yeah. Oh God, my ear just like, so I also think of like sitting around a round table and just having a nice meal and being satisfied. And, this is speaking to your emotions though too, and your intuition and your inner guidance, I think of as well. Getting what you wished for and also being careful what you wish for because it just might come true. So this is you and feeling satisfied, feeling happy with yourself, feeling content, feeling like you have more than enough, emotionally speaking. But maybe it's like getting your wish granted within a relationship, or feeling good within your relationship, or feeling good being single, And on the bottom is the Empress. So this is supposed to represent the person that you're interested in. So the Empress can also go for a guy too. Always keep that in mind. This is general reading. So, but this is just someone who's very creative, very lovely, very, I always think of like full of abundance of like, I don't know, nurturing and like creative and just lovely energy, Like if anyone had a question, they would come to her and she'd have like a really good answer, advice, like things to get people's minds sort of going, the wheels turning. Venus rules Taurus and Libra, so maybe that's important to you. Or Pisces, maybe, I also think of like the composite of whatever. So also I think of like a pearl necklace here. That's what's going on. Makes me think of first my mom just brought this back for me from Ireland, which was really sweet of her. But I also think of, I'm really sad I don't have like my grandmother's like pearl necklaces, which were so pretty. I left them in New York. Levels of pearls like that got smaller towards the back and smaller as they went up, and they're just so pretty and delicate and a little bit sick, excuse me. But yeah, this is about I see a dove and a cross and wings, and I don't know, I feel like someone just made this like weird structure in a field, but it's her throne, I think. So whoever it is in your life, maybe you see them as a queen. Maybe you see them as just the ultimate in whatever it is that you're looking for. That's maybe why you feel so happy and satisfied within your emotional life, because you've found someone who represents this to you. I mean, Venus, love, finances also, but more so about love and beauty and just creation, creating beauty around them in their environment, through what they do, through how they communicate. Maybe taking a little trip somewhere out to the mountains, or maybe, I mean, overall, like it looks good. Maybe your partner is pregnant also, or involved with, I always think of her as being like with fashion too. So maybe it's having everything you wished for within whoever it is that you're dating or looking for that. So anyways, Cancer. This is the Monera Erotic Tarot. Again, same thing. First card for you, second card for the person you're interested in, your relationship, or the other in your life. So for Cancers, wow, I haven't gotten this card before. This is the Five of Fire. So this is like Saturn and Leo, or another fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. This is some kind of like raw, like maybe a threesome. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Or just some sort of change also, maybe with 5, changing up your relationship, your bedroom activities, your finding some sort of lessons in love, maybe also. Leo, creative, getting creative in the bedroom, I think of. On the bottom is first of air. So, maybe Gemini. She's just, by a sunset, smoking a pipe. So again, this can be some sort of brand new, brilliant idea that comes to mind. Maybe daydreaming about this, or your partner is, or that's what, this representing the other. So maybe this is what you want to do with that person, or that's what they want to do with you, or I think of like some sort of 1930s gangster, because I dressed up as that as like a Halloween one time. I had one of those long cigarette, like extendable, like things that you put your cigarette in, and that's what it kind of reminds me of. But maybe just sunset, having a fun night, and sunset or sunrise, 2 different perspectives maybe, or maybe just, I'm not sure, so I've been, some of these readings need a little bit further clarity. So, this could be you, the person you're interested in, and maybe I'll start pulling 3 cards. And this is the Tower. This is the second time the Tower has come up. Mars. 16, or 7. But again, this is the clearing away of what's maybe not working for you, if that's some sort of maybe a cheating situation or just changing up how things are for you at home in the bedroom or within your partnership. And that is like blowing your mind, like, or it can mean some sort of breakup because of that. Fire and air again, or some kind of storm. Just notice like all of the rain, diagonal raindrops. It kind of looks like it's Bruno Mars video. That's weird, Mars. So put that below. So it's clearing away, letting go of what is being cleared away so that you can have, that sunrise. Or maybe you're breaking up because of that. Or someone else is breaking up, and you're just waiting for them. It can go both ways too. This is some sort of sudden thing that like everything makes sense maybe all of a sudden, whether it's good or bad, some sort of sudden shift, change maybe in how you think or what you think about something or someone. That's very much what it can mean, like with the 5, the change and someone. How you, a shift, a change in how you feel or see someone, think about someone. What's going on behind closed doors, I think of too. Like, what's going on in their mind? Maybe wondering that. Maybe something surprising you or being surprised by someone or situation. So I guess we'll just leave it at that, and good luck with that. Anyways, I hope that was helpful, Cancers.